What's up, TikTok user? What's up, Evil Queen? You do chats or is there a topic? There will be. I'm packing and it sucks. How about with you? I think moving and packing is the worst thing you could possibly imagine. But I'm doing good. Yes, politics, TikTok user. We'll do this, put that there. I'll start guests once we hit 5,000 5,000 likes while I'm packing for a crew. Oh, that's fun then. Live minimally. Yeah, I mean, I wish. But he does it so well. What's up, everyone? Do me a favor, tap the screen, hit the share button, hit the repost. Tap the screen, hit the share, hit the repost. Let's see if we can push this out. It is a beautiful Sunday here in Minnesota. Let's see if we can push this out. April, thank you. Marine, thank you. Evil Queen, thank you. All right, let's turn on. Our guest request is turned on. And thank you for those shares. Lauren, thank you for the shares. Let's do this. We're going to move this light. What's up, Trelia? Helen, what's up? What's next? What are we talking about? What song is next? Alejandro, how you doing? Dina, good evening. I tell everyone that I live in Trella. I don't know where that is. All for fun. How you doing? Everyone, do me a favor. Tap the screen, hit the share button, hit the repost. One man can change the world. tap the screen, hit the share button, hit the repost. I'm going to change the gifting goal to those 1 penny heart me's. What's up, Miz? Let's change it to these heart me's. Edit. We'll see if we can get some Trump supporters up here today. There are very few of them left, I think. I think his new approval rating is like 33%, 34%. All right, I'm going to pin the 1 penny gifting goal down at the bottom. Do me a favor. Send those 1 penny heart me's. Those help push us out to the FYP. Democrats' approval rating is 7%. Interesting. Everyone
Hey.
tap the screen. What's up, Ellie?
Not a whole lot, man.
Ellie.
Just dropping in to say what's good.
I'm irritated today. Go.
Is it some?
I want you to click on my well, I guess you can't because you're on here. Everyone, Evil Queen, do me a favor. Click on my bio, go to the link tree, and click on the YouTube link. That is the YouTube link that I'm now streaming to. And for some reason, the camera quality is infinitely better over there. And it should have nothing to do with... He's so scared to debate. Oh my God. I'm scared. Ellie, are you scared?
I'm shaking in my boots.
What's up, disingenuous Democrats?
Disingenuous Democrats. You gotta like just start off with like an insult. You gotta start with a jab. Can't just.
I'm not even giving no respect ever again. I've tried it before. I give zero respect. You got no credibility. I listened to you for
I have no credibility.
yeah.
I'm pretty respectful.
Yeah, do you know this person, Michael?
I don't even know.
Talking like he knows you.
If you're in a pit full of snakes, you'd say you're not a snake.
So you're claiming that I am part of the pit of snakes because you've had conversations with other people?
Absolutely.
Me and you have never talked to each other.
Anyone representing the Democrat Party, the TDS Party, it's not the Democrat Party. Their party doesn't stand for anything other than hating some one person and Maga.
I would partially agree with that. It would also be just their platform. It's not just Donald Trump. It's people like Greg Abbott, too. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, I know there's money in it. You're after your gifts for grifts. You know what I mean? But if you ever want to debate, you just let me know. We'll get right to it.
I'm here right now. Ellie's here right now.
I'm going to pre-warn your audience. I'm going to catch this guy in a misquote. Go ahead. Let's go. Pick your complaint.
You're going to catch me in a misquote.
The burden's on you. You're the one crying. Yes, just that's a prediction. Okay, let's go. What is your issue with Trump? Number one issue with Trump.
What?
The inhumane treatment of undocumented immigrants in the United States.
Similar to would you say it's worse, the same, or better than by Obama?
Irrelevant.
Kids in cages.
I would say it's worse now. Obama kept families together.
It's relevant.
And they're still in cages.
It's relevant. You couldn't possibly put this on Trump because it was happening before Trump. That's kind of where you're going to have trouble, bud. So, like,
wait, say that again.
pouring
I can't
the
put this
world's
on Trump
problems
because
on
it happened before Trump. Trump didn't, or
the same system we had before. And you know, if you want to talk about empathy, if you care about human beings, why would you open up the border?
Explain an open border.
How was it opened?
Now we play stupid. This is the disingenuous.
How was it
Democrat
opened?
Party.
Is there a policy?
Even your own party, sir. Yeah, there's executive orders. First executive orders.
What executive order did Joe Biden do to open up the border?
The first thing he did is the very first, within 2 hours, he closed all the accounts on the border wall. First couple hours in office. Look it up.
Okay, that has
He signed
nothing.
about
Okay,
He signed about 4 or 5 executive orders
there
that
was very
greenlit
there
the
was very
border.
little bit of the wall actually
But
complete.
again, I know that you're deeply disingenuous, but
I am not.
most of your party has they've come to say, maybe that was a mistake, kind of like Black Lives Matter,
Hey,
kind of like,
Thomas, is there a reason why you're acting like you know
defund the
everything?
police.
Is there a reason? Like, did you wake up like this? Is this coping? I mean,
You guys are the
Michael
ones
doesn't.
complaining.
No,
You guys are the
it's not
ones
about
bringing the
complaining.
bullshit
I'm
I
and
asked
asking
you what.
why.
Go
explaining
ahead.
what's going on.
Why do you think you know everything? Michael and I don't claim to know
Now you're
everything.
trying to,
No, I'm just saying you're arrogant for no reason, and I'm trying to understand why. Why? That's all. It's really hard to have an honest, good faith
oh, you're the
discussion.
mute person.
I
You're the
didn't mute
mute
you.
person. You're
I
going to
didn't
bring
mute
up.
Don't
you,
mute him.
neither did Michael.
I didn't mute you. Don't mute him.
But it's hard to have a good faith conversation with somebody who comes up here just hurling insults right off the back, acting like they know who the fuck we are. So
I do.
I'd
I
appreciate it
do.
if you didn't just keep saying, "Oh, we're crying and we're
I'm not
disingenuous."
here. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything.
No, but you're here to act like
I'm
you know everything,
being
and I'm
cordial.
calling you on that. You're not
No,
cordial. Nope,
it's inappropriate for you
you're not being
here. I'm
cordial.
having a own conversation.
No, you're not actually.
Like buttons and buttons.
You're
Anyway,
not.
you wanted to be the host, or do you get your
I
little
asked you what executive
flying
order.
monkey come attack me?
I asked you what executive order opened the border, and
Look it up.
saying that
I don't
I'm
have the
asking.
fucking
No.
code for
You
you look
made
it
the
up.
claim. You made the claim.
You want me to go pause the live right now? So when I come back and I make you look like a fool and I give you the actual executive
I'm
order
asking.
number, are you gonna
Go
shut up?
fetch.
I'll do it.
Yeah, go fetch then.
Why don't you
Make yourself
stipulate?
useful.
See, you're a disingenuous. You're both
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, don't care. Figure out your connection situation because you have bars.
Yeah, Tom. Actually, you have bad service. Honestly,
Figure your shit
I'm
out,
not messing with
Thomas.
you. You have red bars. Your service is actually terrible.
I have bad service, so you're gonna mute me.
I can tell.
That makes sense. You're in trouble.
Well, no, you're talking and we can't
Yes,
even
you're in
understand what you're saying.
You seem to understand perfectly fine.
I can now. Yes, you don't have bars right now, but you did.
It's going in and out. Speaking of being disingenuous, is this your first time on TikTok Live?
That's disingenuous. If you have
Is
low
that your
bars.
vocabulary
You guys
word
are
of the
just
day?
literally insane people.
You
man.
Disingenuous.
I haven't.
Apparently, you don't know what it
Disingenuous.
means.
You're crying. You're
You're the
complaining.
one that's
Disingenuous.
saying shit.
You are.
Can we have a debate yet? But you're crying and disingenuous and hurling insults. What?
I'm ready to get.
That's you,
I'm
bro.
ready to get to the debate. This guy just challenged me. You guys are gonna get wrecked on that. He did sign an executive order within hours to close or to open up, close accounts for the wall that's being built. He stopped funding immediately. He greenlit the border 5 different with an executive order. First day in office. You want me to go get that stuff for you?
The border
I could, but
wall.
then
The
you'd look
wall
really bad,
had,
right?
The wall had very little bit done. Correct.
So now we're going to do what all narcissists do. We're going to move the topic to now, okay, fine, but
It's the
now
same
let's
topic.
come up with another complaint. There's a
It's
good
the same
complaint
topic.
within that. There's a defense
Is he
here.
okay?
It's the
Is he
same
okay?
topic. It's the same topic. You're saying that he shut down the border wall construction. Okay, that
He
did
wrote
not open
5
the border.
executive actions to open the border. See, this is disingenuous because we could have an hour conversation with disingenuous people pretending he didn't open up the border.
Hey, clown. Say disingenuous one more time. I'm just going to boot you. Say disingenuous one more time. This isn't a drinking game. We're not taking a shot of water every time you say disingenuous. We've heard you say it about 12 times. I'm done.
Okay, here, let me give it to you one more time. Disingenuous. Bye. Yes, law.
What was that, Michael?
Hoodlum.
Michael?
Why do you have such a bad name around here?
Well, it's
I've
probably
never
'cause
really had a problem with you. But
Yeah.
everyone else is in here is going to say, oh, fuck, not Hoodlum.
Well, it does happen when you're the most handsome, smartest guy on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, I get that.
No- Yeah, that might have something to do with it. But then again, I don't know. It's all. I look at all my haters as my biggest fans. What can I say?
See people in here throwing up in the chat. Oh my God, it's him again. You took the words right out of my mouth because he keeps getting proved wrong. Hoodlum likes to make the Snazi salute.
Wow, look at all the fascists down in your chats, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that just because somebody doesn't agree with somebody doesn't mean that, we can say horrible things about them. At least not in my world.
I agree. I agree. I
Yeah.
consider myself a moderate. I was a 2-time Trump supporter. And
Okay.
voted for Harris.
All right. Well, I used to be a Democrat, so I mean, moderate Democrat, blue dog. So I get you.
And based on that, you now hate this man, correct?
No, I've acquired all 5 Dakota rings and completely see the vision.
Mm-hmm. Even though there's no metric that says this is going good right now. It's all just, let me guess, you're going to say it's all in the future, right? Safety and oil are coming.
Well, we've always had the oil, so I don't know what that means, but
Venezuela, Iran, we're going to just flood the market.
Well, I think the overall plan, probably from 1972, really was to use a lot of everyone else's oil first, and then use our oil last to hold the dominance of the dollar. I mean, that's just, my 100-year plan, I suppose. And I think we're there. I mean, I'm not going to say that this is what it is, but it is my take on the current times is that we have a generational lack of knowledge on history, unfortunately.
There is nothing going good right now, Hoodlum. Can we agree with that?
No, I refuse to take that perspective. I mean, I answered this question the other day, and it's a 2-part answer. It really depends on how old you are. I mean, if
I am 36. I am 36 years old.
And you are on the tail end of the American contract. Now, if you're in your early mid-20s, then maybe not so good, right?
What does that mean? I'm just asking you if there is a positive metric you can point to. K-Mad, come on up.
Well, I think that inflation has largely stabilized after a 40-year high. Would you agree on that?
Why was it, as long as we can agree that it had nothing to do with the president on why it was at a 40-year high?
I do believe that he had his part in that. I think that we could agree that the health emergency, as I refer to it, did affect both administrations, Trump's and Joe Biden's.
It affected the world.
Yeah, sure.
Correct. We recovered better than almost everyone in the world.
Well, we should. We're the world currency.
Great.
I mean, that's expected, right?
Great.
I mean, that's not a gold sticker moment. It's just the way that it works when you have the world currency. But I think that my biggest complaint with the Biden administration is that it wasn't the time to splurge like you just got a big bonus, right? Like that was the time to show the Fed, especially in the first year, that the unsubstantiated, well, not unsubstantiated, let me take that back, unsustainable amount of government spending was either going to continue or it was going to slow down. And as soon as they passed the third package of stimulus, right, or bailouts or TPP, whatever you want to describe it as, that told the Fed that the federal government was going to continue to spend, right? And that's when interest rates went up. Would you agree?
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah, and I think that
it literally has not. Listen, if you're gonna give Joe Biden slack or give him a hard time for inflation under him, you got to give Trump a hard time for unemployment under him. Was that the highest since when? Almost forever? since the Depression.
I don't think that's a fair trade.
It was like 12.
or
It was like
agreement.
12%.
Yeah, why was that?
Because
though?
of the
Tell me.
health emergency, just like
There you go.
inflation.
Well,
and now,
I
what
mean,
are we going to see inflation at? I would agree that today it is pretty much steady, right? Within plus or minus 0.1, maybe, right?
0.4. Yeah.
And Michael, I'd like to point out something. You had asked Hoodlum. We can agree that nothing's going right now, and Hoodlum just went straight back to Biden's C-19 era spending.
Okay.
And
You want me to
so,
answer that?
no, I want you to stick on right here, right now, Trump
Mhm.
2.0,
Yeah.
and maybe leave like Clinton's, Obama's,
2025
Biden's
inflation
out of
rate
it.
for the year, 2.7. 2026 is 3.3.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, within a 0.4.
Okay, and what is it?
0.5.
I have a question. What is it going to be? What are new numbers going to be with this conflict going on in the Middle East?
No more than 3.5.
So it's going up, correct? And there are people that are saying in the fives.
No way.
Okay.
Well, what other indicator other than oil would you say would cause that?
Oil, everything runs on oil, correct?
Well, there's a lot of things that require oil. Sure.
Correct. If oil goes up, everything else is going to go up around it. Transportation
Yeah.
costs.
Absolutely.
So there was an article I read. It could be in the fives.
It could be. I mean, you could be right. Transitory, maybe.
Correct.
because
I would
of
agree.
the
Transitory
situation.
because of this. But there is no positive metric right now. None. Nothing is saying right now Americans are doing better. The only thing you can possibly say is that the golden age is coming. It's on its way. That's the only thing you can say.
Well, I was going to make a point, and then we got kind of sidetracked.
Go ahead.
And that is my two-part answer to you about things going good or bad. So, if you're established within a career, already bought a home, have your retirement, you're doing great right now. Your 401k is kicking ass. Your home price is doubled. You got equity. You're not having to worry about a career because you're already in it. Things are fantastic. But for somebody who's looking to buy a home, for somebody who's looking to get into a career, somebody who doesn't have a lot of money into the stock market, not so good. I agree. So it's really kind of like a generational perspective on how things are going. Would you agree?
No.
What?
No, I wouldn't. I would not put a blanket statement like that over everyone, that all old people with houses are doing good. I would not.
Yeah, I think that's just an oversimplification.
There is no positive metric right now. Okay, fine. Old people's houses are $1 bazillion to the point that I can't buy one. Okay.
Yep.
That's not good.
I mean, like I got 60-70% equity. I'm definitely at the end of my career, right?
Okay, but it's not.
market,
It's not only about you. You gotta
right?
We're talking to a conservative here, though. It is
then
only
again,
about them.
But hold on, Michael. It's not just about you either. It's about us together.
Correct. I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
And that's why.
Listen.
And that.
Can we agree? Can we agree that we have an affordability crisis in the housing market?
I think we made a mistake on giving people the idea that a house is an investment instrument. Number one,
It is.
I really
a place-
wish for a yes or no.
It is.
it's a
Are we
place
in
to
a-
live.
Affordability crisis, yes or no?
Yeah. So is a trailer. I have a question. Are we in an affordability crisis in the United States in terms of housing?
Please, yes or no?
We are in a monetary problem. Yes.
Okay.
I have a question. Is our housing market overly inflated?
Yes.
Is our stock market overly inflated?
Oh, absolutely.
Why do Warren Buffett how much cash is he sitting on? He talked about this a while back. He is sitting on just piles of cash because of these
Yes.
companies that are just trading at exuberant multiples. That there is
Yes.
no justification for it.
I've agreed with everything you just said.
Michael, you have
So
your
that means
computer.
that means we're going off of a cliff. What?
I was going to ask you real quick if you could look something up. Two things. The number of estimated homeless people in
the
our
US?
country. Yeah.
It was like, yeah. I have an idea what it is. I want to say it
gonna
was right
guess-
around 1 million. World homeless population by state. California's highest with 187. No, my God, what just happened? Something just happened. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Something. California's 187. Is there a total down here? Okay, so this is according to World Population Review. 771,000.
Okay. So under 1 million. And then the last thing, if you wouldn't mind looking up, how many empty houses are sitting in the United States?
They count that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll find out.
That's a hard metric to get.
Yeah, that's a very 15 to 16 million vacant homes in the United States. Now this is just ChatGPT. This is according to United Way of National Capital Area. 15 to 16 million vacant homes.
I would say that's a crisis. That we have about 700, let's say 50,000 unhoused Americans. And we have estimated, 16, 17 million vacant homes. I
So-
think that's part of a crisis.
Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting, or?
I'm suggesting that that's a crisis.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
That
going to
the-
correlate those together.
No,
or
that
something.
the richest, most powerful nation in the world gets knocked down a few pegs for having citizens with no health care and shelter and food.
Real quick, everyone. I haven't talked to
That's
the
what I'm
chat
saying.
yet. Real quick, everyone. Do me a favor. There's 210 people in here. I want you to hook me up. I want you to go up top. Actually, I'll put it down at the bottom. I'm gonna pin this gifting goal down at the bottom. It's just those 1 penny heart maze. Hook me up. Let's knock those out. We only need 10 more. We should be able to do that right now. If you're not following me up top, hit the follow button. That helps tremendously. Number one thing you can do to help me out is hit that follow button. What else?
So,
What else? What else? Real quick. Guys, you
I
see
got-
this right here?
Oh,
Hold on. Do you know Tyga? I know you do. You know Tyga, right?
Tiger.
Tyga. Like, no? Come on.
I don't know. Maybe.
So for anyone that doesn't know, you see this line right here, 775 Tyga permaban charity. I am raising $1,500 to ban Tyga from this live. He is banned from multiple
wow.
other lives. We are going to use all $1,500 and we are going to go shopping at Walmart and Costco. And we are going to load up my truck and drive all of it to 2 local food banks here in Minneapolis. We're going to do it together. I'm going to do it in an IRL stream, so I'll be doing it live. If you do want to contribute to that, my blue app and green app are in my bio. And 100%, every single dollar is going to go towards the food bank. So figure we'll do something good with Tyga's hateful, bigoted, racist bullshit that comes out of his mouth.
Does he get any charitable contribution credit for that?
He gets none.
Wow.
He gets the ban hammer. He is currently banned from Matt's live, Manda's live. Who else? Someone else's. Ethan's live.
Oh, yeah.
Not,
I was
not
just in
Tyga the
there.
rapper.
No, I got you. So, I don't know. Are you done with your announcement? I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so when I hear a lot of people talking about the problems that we have in this country, and they start going down the list and whatnot, I always kind of come to the same point, and that is that if I were to create an economy or a system, right? Like I would want to create a system where the biggest example would be people succeeding within it, right? If I were to get 85% or maybe even 90% of the people in the system to be successful, I would be happy, right? That's a realistic expectation. But this idea that any system, whether it be Marxism, socialism, capitalism, communism, all the isms, right? Like there's not one system that is going to capture 100%. Just doesn't exist. So what would be the point on focusing on like the 10% and saying that the whole system needs to come down?
There
Hoodlum,
was a
Hoodlum, what does this say here?
Living paycheck to paycheck. You're not alone. 67% of people are in 2025.
Perfect.
Okay.
What does paycheck to paycheck mean? Meaning you have no money left at the end of the fucking week, Hoodlum.
Yeah.
And here's what's going to happen, Hoodlum. People
Okay.
that live paycheck to paycheck, I don't. I am very fortunate. But people that do, what happens when their car breaks down?
They figured life out. They lied.
Yeah. Now they're in the negative. Now they're not living paycheck to paycheck anymore.
But
what happens if they end up in the hospital? Now they can't work.
They life.
What
'Cause
percent of
that's
these
what
people
life
don't have
does.
health insurance, Hoodlum?
Well, I
So
think
don't tell me and the
Okay.
205 people in here
so you're not going to answer the question.
that you're
Got
not. Don't tell 205, 206 people in here that it's 10% that are not feeling the benefit.
and
Well, I don't understand why you can't engage with my statements.
I just did.
about
You said
theism.
10%. I negated your 10%. This was a direct talking point to what you said.
Okay, so that's your response. Okay, well, I have been in my lifetime paycheck to paycheck. I have been in a situation where I didn't have a car. I have also been in the situation where I had a medical emergency. And I was talking to my mom the other day at an event, and we had an opportunity to sit down on the bench and have a nice conversation. And you know what? I'm a single parent. She was a single parent. I said, "How was it for you?" And we had a nice conversation. And sometimes she had $5 at the end of the day to last another week until she got paid. Like this has been happening ever since the 70s, when we went off of the gold standard and the wage increase and the inflation chart is like separate directions. And I it was just as hard
You're
for
muted,
her
Michael.
as it is for me.
So in your eyes, your mother was winning. She was not part of the 10%. She was winning.
Well, she was paycheck to paycheck in response to my question.
And you're saying that that's good? She was winning, basically. Paycheck to paycheck is the winning level.
She lifed, and she kept on lifing. And because of her good decisions in that lifing, she was able to get a
What good
supervisorial
decisions?
position.
what good decisions.
She worked
Hard
her
work.
ass off.
Mhm.
She hustled.
I have a question. How old is your mother? I'm
just
assuming
turned-
she's probably in her 70s.
Yep, just turned 70. She
Yeah.
was a young mom, had me at 19,
I have a
divorced
question.
by 20.
What is the wage gap compared to what it was back then? Back when she was raising you, Hoodlum, it was really easy to raise a family on one income, right? It was pretty damn easy.
No, actually, she was a single mother. She didn't even have enough money to buy tires when they were bald.
Okay, and do you think if she had the same circumstances back in 1950 as today, do you think it's one for one?
I don't.
Do you think that she would have the same level of success or same amount of struggles today as she did in well, I guess 19. I mean, she was born in what, 50? In the 50s. So in the
55.
say in the 60s, early 70s. Do you think that she would have the same level of stress today?
I told her that the main difference between her situation and my situation was the price of childcare being exorbitantly high.
Do you think that she would have the same success?
Yeah, I do.
I don't. No, I don't. Because
Can I tell you why?
No, I don't. She would have had to work 50 hours more.
So I think that it goes to the personality of the individual. My mom.
Oh my God.
Hold on,
dude.
hold on. My mom had everything going against her. She had my sister when she was 16. She didn't graduate from college. She went to continuation school, got her GED. Right? That's a pretty shitty situation, isn't it? But you know what? She got married. And she got a job as an accountant, and then she had me, and it didn't work out with my dad, right? But at the end of the day, she was a fighter, and that's what fighters do. They make it work.
Listen, this is no shot at your mother, because you're basically saying the same thing about my grandmother. Same scenario.
Yeah.
Same exact thing.
Hard road.
But it's a lot harder today to do what she did back in 1970.
And Hoodlum, I'm
Yeah.
from the perspective that I don't think people's lives should be so goddamn hard. I vote with many things in mind, right? I'm not a one issue voter. But one of my many objectives with who I cast my vote for and what direction I want to see our country go in is, with my one measly vote out here in blue California, I hope that can contribute to making my neighbors' lives a little bit easier. Just a little bit easier. I don't think it's healthy, and I don't think that we should glorify this whole, well, back in my day, Ma and Pa had to hike to school 12 miles each way in the snow and back. You can do it too. Just persevere and take it on the chin. I think that we've evolved enough as a species and as a country to say, you know what? How can we better distribute these assets? How can we make these programs more effective? How can we, while cutting the small amount of waste, fraud, and abuse, how can we still make sure that the people who really need it still can access it? And so I'm not taking away your mom's lived experience, okay? I know a lot of Americans are still living in poverty today, so we're not super far moved. And you know what, Josh? I requested you. I'm assuming you're gonna be a coward, so I'm just mute you in the chat.
Hoodlum, if your mother had to do it again, but starting in 2020, whatever, I'd say when I started, 1990, 2000, push it up 50 years.
Yeah.
Doing the same thing wouldn't be successful. She would have to do more.
I don't know. The 90s were pretty good. Early 2000s were pretty good.
No, I'm talking born in the 90s.
Oh.
So you're
you
talking
said doing it in.
Well, no, I used my age. I was born in 1990. So what I'm saying is she would have to do more today to basically be at the same level. And I don't think anyone would disagree with that. You can't say that housing isn't more expensive, that we have a healthcare problem in this country right now. We have a child care problem in this country. What's the whole story? My grandmother bought her house for a container of raspberries or something.
Yeah.
Like
So Michael, I have a challenge for you, okay? And then I want to address Ellie's, because we're in the same state, Ellie. I didn't know if you know that or not, but I'm in California as well.
Yeah, I knew that.
Can you give me one positive thing that's happening right now in this country?
Are you asking Michael?
In terms of what?
Yes. Just give me one positive thing that's happening in this country right now.
Anything. Like, are we talking anything? The World Cup.
Okay. We got the World Cup coming. That's a good thing.
So,
yeah?
I mean, you're going to have to be more specific.
But that's a good thing, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Mejia
Awesome.
won. If you want to talk politics, Mejia won in New Jersey.
All right, there you go. See,
I think,
I just
Hoodlum, I think we live in the greatest country on the planet. Not everyone will say that, so I don't know if you're trying to get a gotcha, like say something good about Trump, say something good about the country. I think we live in the greatest country on the planet.
I do as well,
And I think it's because we are a nation of immigrants, and we accept all ideas around us, and we're losing that.
Not really.
We are.
I just wanted to have some positivity because it seems like we're focusing on negative, right?
I'll give
And
you some positivity.
Okay.
We live in the most beautiful state in the union. We live in one of, if not the most racially diverse states in the country.
Absolutely.
I was blessed. My parents invested in real estate, and I am fortunate. And I think that anyone with California real estate investments are lucky. I think that would be a positive for them. Now, if we're looking on the more realistic side of things, born and raised in Sacramento, the past several years, I have seen more and more unhoused people since C-19, and it's frustrating and very upsetting that with all of the resources we have in our state and even federally, that seems to be a growing problem. So yeah, that's I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I am too. I also know that a lot of homeless people travel to California because of the weather and certain benefits that they might receive. So I'm not going to give the homeless population, like, I'm not putting that all on Gavin Newsom, right? Like, I realistically understand that they come from other places, right? So, what I have a problem with, and it's not just isolated to California, is that we have two ways to go moving forward. We can either benefit our way into something that is acceptable, or we can stimulate Main Street to give people the bandwidth in their life to be more successful. Now, is that through investment and opportunities with employment? That's my vision, right? Or do we go down this other road where we put somebody's success in the hands of government to pick winners and losers? And that's the one that I don't support.
I'm just kind of confused. Like, can
even know.
you speak in less vague terms and just come out and say, like, we're at a fork in the road and we can choose this road for this or that road for that?
I'm going
Because
to tell
that
you
was
what my
just
problem is.
word salad.
It's
No, I
rich
thought it
versus
was
poor right
right
now.
on the money.
It's rich versus poor right now. That's the problem.
Yes.
Well-
we have rich people that literally can get away with anything. We have corporations that literally pay $0 in corporate tax. Zero.
Well, I had this conversation.
I think that's a problem. I might be a simpleton. I might be, just completely off my rocker. But I think it's a problem that Walmart and Amazon don't pay taxes.
The best class you can be in 2026 America, and it's pretty much always been this way, is a rich white man. Period.
So
I think it's
don't
a
know
problem. I think it's a problem that we have hedge funds and huge multi-billion-dollar corporations buying homes, buying townhomes, single-family homes, buying apartment complexes. I have a problem with that.
Well, I think California addressed that. They put restrictions on equity financial institutions from buying single-family homes.
I think that they should be completely shunned away from it. If you're going to buy, now I get it, it's a free market. If you're going to do it, let them do it. But you're going to get taxed at such an exuberant level that your head is going to explode, and it won't be profitable.
Well, there's a lot of factors into housing. So you have environmental issues that add time to a development, sometimes a decade, right? It ties up developers' money for a very long time,
Mhm.
and it adds to the cost of a new home, right? So there's that.
Okay.
And then you have, requirements of different counties in the state as far as zoning and impacts. So then you put that on top of it as well. And so maybe a $215,000 home, 15 years ago, is now 400. Okay, and it takes twice as long to come to market. That's a problem.
Hoodlum, I lived in Northern Virginia. You can't buy a townhome for less than 400,000.
Yeah, I'm not even sure in my lifetime, the past 30 years, if in California.
TikTok. Are you like on I-95 right now? Like, are you
Sorry, hang
standing?
on.
Are you
Apologies if
standing?
my audio is kind of shitty. Was it scratchy or whatever?
No, it sounds like you are standing in the median of I-95.
Road noise. Yeah.
Because I had it plugged into a different audio source thing.
Yeah, this sounds terrible.
So I believe the
I gotta
medium
switch it again. Hang on.
the medium price of a home in the average price of a home in California is like $489,000.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like I'd have to look it up, but in my lifetime of 30 years, I don't even think the median California home price has been $215,000. That's my guess. Like it's it hasn't been that way in a long time.
Well, in 2005, I bought a home for
TikTok,
$195,000.
real quick. TikTok, I'm sorry, I can't listen to it. It is just a constant road noise.
Yeah.
The mic is
So
open the whole time.
In 2004, I bought a home for $195,000, put in sweat equity, and flipped it for $100,000 more. Okay, and that was right at 2007, right before the drop, right?
Mhm.
And then I ended up buying the home that I'm in now, that I've been in for 20 years. So it's doubled in California, right? And that's why I have my two-prong perspective when it comes to excuse me, how things are going. If you're established and you're in the market, you're doing great. If you're trying to get established, you're kind of fucked. And that's like the
More people
maybe-
are in the second part of that than in the first part of that.
So I looked up my county for foreclosures. How many foreclosures do you think that are in my county?
Well, I'd have to know. Are you San Bernardino? Are you Riverside?
There is about 3 million people in my county. How many foreclosures do you think are in there?
Can you just say your county? Like I'm from Sacramento County. Is it top secret info?
Well, I would prefer not to, but
Okay.
it's in the Central Valley. Goes
Fresno
up through
area, I'm
Yosemite.
assuming.
Yeah. So there's three. So again, like this doom and gloom, narrative. I mean, if what you are saying is true, there should be hundreds, but that's just not the case. So I mean, like, help me figure it out.
Young people can't afford to buy a home, Hoodlum.
So does that mean that you get to kick the table over, have a tantrum? What do we
yes.
do about it?
Yes, we fuck up the big. We fuck up the big companies. Is what we do.
Yeah, we sit at the table, and just because, Hoodlum, that you, me, and Michael are good, have our needs met, we're not struggling. We sit at the table, and we're being realistic. We're not hating America by stating a fact that it is becoming more difficult for young business professionals, young adults, young families to get situated into their careers and into the home affordability. That doesn't mean that we want to see America fail. We sit at the table and brainstorm on how to fucking help people, because it shouldn't be increasingly more difficult as the years go on. That's nonsense.
Hoodlum, do you know what the median rent is in LA? One bedroom.
Probably 1,800.
$26.95.
Yeah, wouldn't live there.
$26.95. Well, people do live there, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Now,
so,
what's the recommended percentage your rent should be, or your housing of your income?
I would say no more than 25%.
I think that's way too low in this market. Maybe 50 years ago, I would say no more than 35%. Okay, so let's get a calculator out, guys. I like math. Let's get a calculator out. If the average rent is $2,700, $26.95, $26.95, and it's only supposed to be 35% of your income. Let's say 33, since you said 25, times 3. You need to take home $8,085 a month, Hoodlum.
Okay. So
One bedroom apartment, you need to take home $8,000 a month. Let's divide that by 4.33. That's how many weeks in a month. You need to. Oh, sorry, I did it wrong.
You may be able.
85 divided by 4.3. Yep. So you need to make $1,865 a week, Hoodlum. Let's say two people are in the home. Two people are in the home. $1,865 a week. Go ahead, Ellie.
In West Virginia, if you're a young couple, want to get married soon, start having kids, maybe you can achieve that if you and your significant other work 2 jobs each. Maybe.
So let me ask.
No.
I have a question.
No, real quick. You need to make $1,865 a week to stay at 33% take-home income. We can agree on that? $1,865 a week. Do you know what that comes out to? Let's say 2 people are working full-time. Do you know what that comes out to? An hour? At 80 hours a week?
Probably like 60-something an hour.
No. $23 an hour.
Okay.
2 people, $23 an hour. Just to be able to afford the 1 bedroom in.
So do we get upset at work and light the warehouse on fire?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Figuratively.
So
I don't mean that literally, figuratively. Yes.
You're advocating for crime.
No, I just said figuratively. That's why I said that. I am not advocating for crime.
And you know why I brought that up and why I said that, right?
Because the one that's the paper plant.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
or Luigi Mangione.
Yeah, we talked about the problems, and now this is maybe part of the conversations where we go, okay, how do we fix it?
Tax the corporations.
It's complicated.
How much?
Enough to make them feel it.
Okay, and how much is that?
I have no idea. I'll allow a economist to come up with that number.
So let's say 80% on profit.
I don't care.
Leave them 20.
No, I don't. I don't know, Hoodlum. But I know paying 0 is unreasonable.
So hold on. So let's say
Whether it's 5, 10, or 100, I don't know. But I know paying 0 just seems a little crazy to me. I could be wrong.
So Berkshire Hathaway, right, paid $5 billion in taxes for his trust. Okay. And he said he's glad to pay it. And that people that have done well in this country should be philanthropists and not have a problem with paying taxes either. But there's a problem, okay? And herein lies the problem. When you take that large of a percentage of profit, you're going to have capital flight.
Take it no matter where they fly to.
Okay, and where do you think that they're going to go?
I don't care if they go to Venezuela. Don't let them sell here. Fuck them up.
So they go to Venezuela.
Yep.
Now that all the rich people are gone, right?
Yep.
Now what do you have?
Who are they selling to? Are they just going to roll over?
No, I'm just they're not
Walmart
here.
made $20 billion in 2025.
Okay, but
they
they're,
paid
they're
no
not,
taxes.
They're not
$20
here.
billion.
Yeah, and every single corporation and every single millionaire and billionaire will not flee the United States. Some, yes, but that is a false reality, and so I'm not even going to play
Hold on, that's net. They netted $20 billion. I think we should take some money from them.
How much did they spend to make that 20 billion? What is the operating cost of Walmart?
That's included in net. Their net includes that.
But what did it take to make it?
175 billion.
Okay. So 175 billion in expenditures.
In just everything. Yep, everything.
What is that profit margin? You have a calculator there yet?
What, you're talking 20 billion over 175?
Yep.
About 6%. I could do it in my head.
6%. That's
7%.
Yep. Yeah, that's a pretty reasonable profit margin. I, as a business owner, I target 35% profit margin.
You're a one-man show or a two-man show or a five-man show. Yes, I've ran a bar. Yes, I ran a bar. We wanted to keep our liquor profit at around 25%. Our liquor cost at about 20%. However, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Walmart making $20 billion. Listen, I'm a capitalist. I want people to do well. I support capitalism, but I don't think that they should get away with not paying taxes.
So and now we've decided that we're going to tax them more. The question then becomes, do we give it to the government to pick winners and losers, or do we incentivize the company to spend that money within the community that they're in?
They can call me if they want. I'll tell them what to do.
Yeah,
I don't know. Listen, I'm not the expert. I'm the simpleton. I just know that maybe they should be paying some taxes. Okay, let's find someone that can determine whether it's 1% or 100%. If they give it to this charity, or if they send it to the government, or what they do with it. If they give it to the employees, I don't fucking know. But what I do know is that they should be paying something. Can we agree on that?
Yes,
yeah,
I agree.
A lot of them do. The large majority of businesses in America are small businesses.
Okay, Walmart
less than
doesn't.
100 employees.
Perfect. Give them tax breaks, not Walmart.
Well, would you agree with that statement?
In sheer numbers, yes, but not in dollars.
Okay, and so there's a third option in here. Okay, and the third option is this: 96% of all money is captured in investments and is not transactional.
Okay.
The other 4% is what all of the rest of us are fighting for. Would you agree?
I don't have a source on that, so I'm not going to just agree.
I don't know about those numbers. I understand what you're saying, though.
Yeah. So the key aspect of capitalism is it depends on transactional money flow, right? And so the issue right now with capitalism in America is there is not enough transactional monetary flow within America to make it so whereas all that money is available to you, to me, and to everyone else, right? So we could stimulate capitalism through investment of expansion and growth. Do you understand? Does that make sense?
You're just boring me now, honestly. I think you're just starting to bore us.
Hold on, I think I know what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know what the problem is. You ever talk to ChatGPT?
No.
You ever the bot that you can literally have a normal conversation with?
No, I really don't think that that's evident. I don't talk to any AI voice. Yeah, nope.
I think you're oblivious to the reality of what people are living in. We are cutting health care from the people that need it the most.
Okay,
what do you?
Wait a minute.
Please finish, Michael. Don't let him interrupt you because you're striking a nerve. He doesn't want to admit this.
We are cutting health care.
It is true.
We're making health care unaffordable for people. We're pricing people out of health care. We are making women have a harder time getting health care. We are making it
So-
harder for people to vote.
All negative. All negative. Why did we have 400% over the poverty rate subsidies for the ACA, Michael?
I
Why
don't
did
know.
that happen?
If you want to change the numbers, I'm all for it.
No. The reason why we had that was because we are in a health emergency. Makes sense, yeah?
Okay.
Okay. So that's why those went away, because we're not in a health emergency anymore, number one. Number two, Donald Trump funded $50 billion for rural health care.
Donald Trump doesn't fund anything.
Look it up.
I
you
don't
think
I don't
I'm
need to look it
lying,
up for that.
look
Donald
it
Trump
up.
Donald Trump doesn't fund anything. Congress does.
I find it quite interesting that you'll doom and gloom this conversation and say how bad America is, but when we start talking about the nuts and bolts of making things better, you say it's boring.
Hoodlum, is it doom and gloom, or is it the harsh reality that these patriotic, God-fearing Republicans can never be bothered to sit down and have the conversation? You guys think that we are completely against the states. You guys think that we want our country and our government to fail, and that couldn't be further from the truth. If I hated this nation, I would sell my properties and I would book a one-way ticket and fly my happy ass away. I care about this country, and I believe that it can be fairer for people. And so I think we need to dispel this narrative of you guys are so negative, you Democrats, and you're doom and gloom. Is it doom and gloom, or is it real serious issues that we need to fucking keep talking about? The solution isn't going to present itself overnight. We're not the fucking policymakers. We're not the public servants.
So,
Okay.
Hoodlum,
do you know? Do you
We need
know
to discuss
Ellen,
these things.
Do you know Ellen DeGeneres? Do you know of her?
Did she come back?
Yes, and do you know why?
I don't give a fuck.
No, you don't care. But I'm
No,
going to tell you.
I don't care why she came back.
I'd like to tell you, she came back because she was being taxed at a higher rate abroad than she is in the United States.
Wonderful. Everyone, I just pinned a gifting goal down at the bottom. I haven't done a single gifting goal yet. Can you guys do me a favor? Hook me up. Finishing these gifting goals helps push us out to the FYP. Getting those diamonds really helps. It keeps me in my league. So if you're able to help, I just pinned it down at the bottom. Shortly, it's going to be up top, but anything you can do to help would be really supported.
You know, Michael, I'd be curious to hear, like, what other problems are you noticing that our country is facing? And I want to make sure that you can finish and not be interrupted. I don't care if Hoodlum thinks it's doom and gloom. It's real shit, and it's real observation in real life. So what else are you noticing as, like, problems for us today?
Hoodlum, is it harder for women to get health care? I'm obviously speaking about a specific topic.
I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I don't have any.
Hoodlum, you're not an economist too, yet you're talking about the economy. I have a question. Is it harder for women to get health care in certain states?
No.
The answer is yes.
Okay, is an abortion health care?
In my eyes, it's unaliving, and that's TikTok friendly.
Okay, so if a woman has an abortion because of an ectopic pregnancy, is that health care?
Yes.
Okay. So abortions are health care, correct?
In some cases, sure.
All cases, in my opinion. But can we agree that it's harder for women to get health care, my definition of health care, in states like Texas, Georgia, Oklahoma, Tennessee?
Yeah, because there's red flag laws that were on the books after the Dobbs decision.
You don't have a problem with that?
We're a country of laws.
Oh, that's strange.
Donald Trump's
That's really
the felon.
bizarre. Yeah.
I have a question.
You know.
I have a question. Listen, I don't care about the felonies. I don't care. To me, it's irrelevant. But I have a question, Hoodlum. Is maternal mortality higher in those states I just listed?
Couldn't tell you.
Make a guess. If I'm making the point, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Maternal mortality is higher in Texas, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Georgia, than, say, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, California. I'm not okay with women dying. I think that women should have the choice of what they do with their own body. Hoodlum, you have a kid, you said?
Yeah, but I don't involve my kids.
No,
in
I
conversation.
don't. I'm talking to you as a father. Then it has nothing to do with your kid, honestly.
I'm a parent.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I should have asked it that way. You're a parent. What's the only thing you should care about when you go to the hospital with your pregnant wife or girlfriend? She's having a complication, a lot of pain, bleeding, whatever. Something's just not right.
There's a lot of some different scenarios within.
Okay,
that
fine.
conversation.
Something's not right. Okay, she goes to the hospital because she's in a lot of pain.
Been there, done that.
Yep. Okay, so you go through those emergency room doors. Maybe you came in. Maybe you came.
Been there.
Wonderful.
I've already been there.
Wonderful. You went in an ambulance. That's great.
I know.
That's great.
I have life experience. Okay.
Yep.
And so here's the problem.
No, real quick. You walk through those. No, you walk through those doors. You walk through those doors.
Talking about all this negative.
Hey, Hoodlum.
Hoodlum.
Please
You
let
walk.
Michael the host
I let
finish.
you go on your
Doom and gloom
diatribe.
kinda guy.
Hoodlum.
I had
You
no
walk through.
choice.
Hoodlum. You walk through those doors at the emergency room. What's the only thing when the nurse checks you in and they come around with the card to check your insurance? What's the only thing you want the nurse and the doctor to care about?
Well, obviously, I want both my wife and the unborn child to be good and safe.
Correct. What don't you want in the back of the doctor and nurse's mind?
You do realize
I don't want
Answer.
them thinking. I'll tell you. I guess that's a trick question, maybe, or a gotcha
No,
question.
in this
I don't
country-
want the doctors and the nurses to have to worry. If I do this abortion, am I going to get sued? Am I going to go to jail?
That's an insurance problem, my guy.
That's not an insurance
a
problem
law
when you have the
problem.
state
It
of.
is.
It's not. It's not an insurance
It
problem when
is.
it's a law, and you have the state
It
of
is.
Texas
It's-
that will literally jail
It is
you.
an insurance problem.
They will put you, Hoodlum, they will put doctors in jails. That's not an insurance problem.
Hoodlum,
where
this
does
is
that
a
happen?
law.
Where is that happening? In Texas?
No,
In
where
red states.
has that happened? Don't it can mean?
I have a
asked
question.
you,
Is it a
where
law in
has that
Texas?
happened?
Is it a law in Texas?
Where has it
Yes.
happened?
Is it a law in Texas?
Where has it happened?
Texas.
my God.
Texas. Is it a law in Texas?
This is
I
your
thought
story,
you
bro.
guys are following the laws, right?
This is your story. I'm just
Yes. Okay, in
going
Texas,
along.
they will put doctors in jail.
They will put or they have put. Which one
It's
is
a
it?
fucking law, Hoodlum. Are you advocating for them breaking the law?
We're a country of laws, Hoodlum.
I want you
Exactly.
to show
Hoodlum,
me
see,
with
this is the-
evidence
this is-
and receipts where that is happening.
I will show you the law, Hoodlum. Laws
No,
matter,
show-
okay? No,
no,
laws.
I
Hoodlum,
want you to show
no,
me where this has
no,
happened.
Hoodlum.
Well,
Laws
your
matter
corner-
because maybe the doctors there are following the fucking law, Hoodlum.
See, and that's the problem, Michael, is you brought up a very real scenario, okay?
Nikki, thank you so much.
Against his logic, he chose to say that's an insurance problem when you very clearly described a law problem. These newer laws that were put on the books in the past few years since the overturn of Roe.
They were already
This
there.
is, oh, really? These strict as AB laws were already there in red states before
Yes.
2022? No, abso-fucking-lutely not. You can speak your opinions and your perspectives, but what you're not going to do is spread misinformation like what you just did right there. That's fucking
they're called red flag laws.
that's
that went
fucking
in-
false,
that
Hoodlum.
went into place when Dobbs was overturned. That's the facts.
And you were saying that they were already there.
Yeah.
You were saying that they were already there, and I'm saying no. They
They were-
only appeared after the overturn of Roe v. Wade.
Nope.
So get your shit together. Yes.
Okay. So
Yes. Roe
so-
should have
So
No.
by your standard,
Hoodlum,
Excuse me,
listen,
no.
Hoodlum, you might not be able
No.
to see this. Oh wait, let me make this bigger. This is the law in Texas.
no bad faith.
Oh no, I
lost it now that it's so
you guys are
big.
in a corner. That's the problem.
Hoodlum, you're in a corner.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep muting you. You're fucking worthless, Hoodlum.
I lost it.
And now the insults start coming.
Again.
Where did I lost it? It literally outlines it right here.
Calling a law problem an insurance problem.
It literally outlines it. This is telling doctors how to do their fucking job.
Michael,
Reasonable medical judgment in providing medical treatment to a pregnant female includes removing an ectopic pregnancy as defined by whatever, and a dead unborn child whose death was caused by a spontaneous abortion. I might be fucking delusional, but I think we should let the doctors determine what medicine is happening.
So can you tell me in what state does not have the provision that if the mother's life is in jeopardy, that they...
Nope. Hoodlum, he went out of his way to pull up that law. You asked about this law and where it is being implemented. Excuse me. He just pulled that up. You are not going to... Fucking Texas, Hoodlum. Pay attention and engage.
Hoodlum, this woman's name is Nevaeh Crane, Hoodlum. She died. She went to the hospital twice because of complications. They refused to do an abortion on her because she still had a fetal heartbeat.
And what happened to the doctors? What's happening right now?
I don't know. Probably nothing because they didn't commit. Probably nothing because they didn't do the fucking abortion.
You didn't bother to continue doing your
Hoodlum,
research?
did they do the abortion? What do you want them jailed for? Sending them home?
No.
Fine. Jail them for sending them home.
I want you to continue your research and find out what happened to the doctor.
Nope. He's not going to do your research for you.
Oh my God. Hoodlum, nothing probably happened to the doctors because they followed the fucking law.
Probably or not.
Hoodlum, they sent her home needing an abortion. She went back twice.
What happened to the doctors, though?
I hope they got sued for medical malpractice, and I hope they're out of a fucking job and packing their bags and digging a hole somewhere. That's what I hope.
So it's an insurance problem, just like I said.
The death of her is the insurance problem, not the fact that they would both be alive. Sorry, that she would be alive if she was able to get an abortion.
You know what the problem is, Hoodlum?
Why is this hard? I don't understand why this is. I don't understand why this is crazy.
Why are you crashing out, bro?
I don't understand why this is hard to understand. This woman would be alive.
Because Michael,
how do you know that?
Hoodlum, stop interrupting. We have heard your shit for an hour. I'm fucking done. Okay, Michael, they will do anything but admit that their continued support of Donald Trump and their continued support of conservative leaders in their red states have caused a huge fucking shitstorm ever since the overturn of Roe v. Wade. Were these things happening 10, 15 years ago? No. Were they?
We're not a country of laws?
They were. I don't know. Ask your fucking president, Hoodlum. How many felonies do you have? How many essays? Because if you're at 0, you can't be president anytime soon. You got to meet your quota.
Okay, so let me just say this. We cannot pick and choose what decisions the Supreme Court makes, whether it's fitting into our moral high ground or not.
My God.
Okay?
Hoodlum, he brags about sending it back to the states, but you have states that don't fucking vote on it. You have states that did vote on it, that they want to overturn it. Donald Trump brags about it, so don't talk to me as if the Supreme Court is just interpreting the law as an innocent bystander. Donald Trump brags about it.
And in
Florida literally, shut the fuck up. Florida literally had their voters vote on it and said that you have to get 60% of votes. A majority is 51. If that's not fucking crooked, I don't know what is. In Ohio, their voters showed up.
Yep, they passed it.
And the lawmakers there are trying to fucking take that down. So why the fuck are they giving in these red states? It doesn't affect me what happens in Ohio or Florida. I'm good in California. And so are you, Hoodlum. And heaven forbid, if you have a fucking daughter, she's good too and protected. But if you can't see that this is a problem created by your Republicans that you glaze on this app daily, then I don't know what the fuck we're up here talking about. If you
I'm
can't
sorry, it was
admit
SCOTUS.
that your continued support of
SCOTUS,
this,
the Supreme Court,
SCOTUS.
not the Republicans.
Yeah.
SCOTUS.
It was
Get
SCOTUS.
It right.
SCOTUS just decided out of thin air that after
know.
70
Made
that after 70 years.
Reality triggers you. I understand that.
Yeah, they just decided, hell, look, let's revisit this.
So, I find it interesting that in California, as the citizens, we had constitutional rights to have a third party make the districts for the congressmen and women. And you can put together a ballot, right, and take constitutional rights away, not for governance, but for a political party. That's okay.
are you now up in arms and you're crying?
Oh, no.
Because Texas,
You're fine with one and you're not okay.
Shut the fuck up.
That makes you a
Now
hypocrite.
you're up in arms, Hoodlum, because the Texas politicians tried and failed to redistrict. And it turns out it didn't work out for them. And so what our governor did was put it up to the vote, and our voters fucking used the democratic process to vote in favor of redistricting. You're mad? You're mad about that, Hoodlum?
To lose constitutional.
You're mad that we voted on something and it didn't go your way?
What's interesting is,
but it was fine that the Texas GOP. Yeah, I'm going to keep muting your bitch ass. I'm tired of you. I am so tired of you. Self-deport, Hoodlum. Self-deport. It's no problem if Texas GOP tries and fails. But, Gavin Newsom, the liberal, how dare he let his constituents vote on it? We voted and it went against your will. Fucking leave the state.
So all you have is a mute button left.
Leave the state, Hoodlum.
All you got
you
is a mute button?
deserve
Michael.
You don't deserve to call California home.
Is this how you're going to run the panel, bro?
This is Ellie's panel.
You don't deserve to call my great state of
Ellie's panel?
California home.
Yep.
You need to get the hell out. Go to Texas.
Well, if you kick me, you're conceding.
I won't kick
Move
you.
to Texas, Hoodlum.
Ellie won't kick you either. No one will
won't
kick
kick you.
No one will kick you because right now you look like an idiot.
I'll keep muting you over here. It's no problem that women are dying in the fucking ER. That's just natural.
Let him go. Let him. All right, Hoodlum, go ahead. Let him go.
You guys want to talk about a doom and gloom, but when I want to
it's
talk
the truth.
Hoodlum, that's a doom and gloom. A doom and gloom. Hoodlum, I have a question. Are women dying? Hoodlum,
you guys are both crashing.
Are women dying in states with strict abortion laws?
Yes.
So I have a question. Is women dying a necessary evil?
Okay, what's the solution, Michael?
Answer
Roe
the
v.
fucking
Wade.
question.
I just answered the question. Roe v. Wade. Perfect.
Okay, it's never gonna be Roe v. Wade again because that's a case law.
Perfect. Let's put it into law. Okay?
And how are we gonna do
Let's
that?
do it.
Well, we have a big blue fucking wave, Hoodlum.
Let's talk it out.
Let's talk it out. We have a big fucking blue wave.
And how do we do that? Are you going to do a constitutional amendment? Is that what you're going to do?
I don't no, you don't need a constitutional amendment. We just need a veto-proof majority.
You guys crash
veto-proof majority, Hoodlum.
No,
guys, what's a veto-proof majority? How many?
Shut up, Hoodlum.
No, let him go.
You guys start.
No, let him go. Let him go.
I'll stop muting you
Let him go.
because Michael said
Once
so.
we start talking about the solutions,
I gave a solution. I gave a solution. Codify Roe v. Wade. I couldn't think of the word. Someone put it in the chat.
Codify Roe v. Wade.
And codify with an amendment? Because that is what you would
just
have to do,
need
sir.
a supermajority.
Nope, you can't do it with a supermajority, buddy. Sorry to break your heart.
How can
amendment?
Why can you? No, it does not have to be an amendment to be law.
And what do you need for the amendment? You need the states.
We don't need the states. We don't need to make it a constitutional amendment.
How many red states are there, and how many blue
Hoodlum, we
states
don't
are
need
there?
we don't need a constitutional amendment. We just
You
need a
guys are
law.
crashing out.
I'm crashing out.
Start talking about the solutions. You guys lose your shit because you guys are all negative, no positive. You guys.
Because you don't think that women dying is a big issue, Hoodlum.
Oh my God, I gave a solution.
You're talking out of both sides of your mouth. You're not America first.
I gave
a
solution.
You're not America first. You keep saying that we are living in the doom and gloom because we're bursting your fucking false narrative, your bubble. You cannot be inconvenienced with the side effects of your fucking vote.
So
And
you
so
don't
you
know.
subscribe to us the label of doom and gloom
Well, you
because
don't-
we are
you don't have a
continuously
solution.
bringing up shit that you're running away from, trying to justify and
I
rationalize.
tried to talk
Hold on. I have a
about
question. You
solutions.
asked me the solution. You
Yeah,
asked me the
on both
solution. No,
problems
you
that
asked
we
me
talked
the
about,
solution. Hold on.
economics
Yep. No,
and
I don't care.
healthcare.
Yeah, wonderful. You
Right?
asked me
And
the
you
solution.
have no answers. None.
Let's do a poll in the chat. Red if I gave an answer, blue if I didn't give an answer. Red if I gave an answer, blue if I didn't. Red if I gave an answer, blue if I didn't.
You gave an answer, he just doesn't like your answer.
It's not. It's fallacious. It's a complete fantasy answer, is what it is.
It's not a fantasy answer.
No,
Look,
it's
five people
honestly
agreed with you.
not.
5 people agreed with you, and I guarantee you
It's not.
3 of them voted wrong.
Again,
It's not a fantasy.
Again, I really wish that you guys spent as much time on talking about solutions as you do.
I gave the
literally
solution.
are.
Hold them. I want you to listen for 1 second. Okay.
I really
Listen.
do.
I want you to listen. Solution. Codify Roe v. Wade into law. We don't need a fucking constitutional convention and amendment to pass the fucking law.
So you think you're going to get 60 in the Senate? Is that it?
I sure as hell hope so. But
I fucking hope
I
so.
just gave you an answer, Hoodlum.
That's the answer.
Not
You can't
gonna
say that
happen.
he didn't answer. You can say you don't
And
like
by the
it.
way, when we have the Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act overturned, which is coming, by the way, and you know it, right? Then the redistricting of the voting districts you are going to lose 16 seats.
Guys, I'm going to pin the gift and gold down at the bottom. Guys, can we knock out this gift?
16 seats.
Guys, can we knock out that gift and gold down at the bottom? I haven't even been trying to
And
do
just
these.
so you know, the Democrats on the Supreme Court are
Thank you.
filibustering
Thank you,
right
Jen.
now
Thank you, Mickey.
with
Thank
their
you, Becca.
dissent.
Thank you,
The
Nikki.
judgment is
Guys,
already
thank you.
Shut up, Hoodlum.
You guys have already lost it. And the
Hoodlum.
dissent is holding
Can we
up
get rid of this one? I'm so annoyed, but I
Hoodlum.
don't.
because you guys are getting fucking annihilated.
Hoodlum,
No.
Hoodlum, you just sound like an idiot up here.
You're delusional, dog. You're delusional.
Hoodlum, all you do is gaslight, Hoodlum. That's what you do. You kept saying I didn't give a fucking answer when I gave an answer that was literally crystal clear.
But it's
But
a
he didn't like it,
utopia
Michael.
answer that's
It's not
never
a
going to
utopia
happen.
answer. It's let's have enough elected officials that turn or seats that turn blue in November.
How many
Show up and
seats are
vote
up?
blue. Show
How
up and
many
vote blue,
seats-
Hoodlum.
Hold on. How many seats are up in the Senate?
You tell
I
us.
have no idea.
You tell us.
I'm gonna guess
that
1/3 of them.
And that is why it's pure utopia delusion for you to say
Nearly every single special election has gone blue since November 2024.
Or drastically went to the center.
So you up here claiming that what we're talking about, that a blue wave or a supermajority come November is utopia, is fucking false. Fucking false. And it's looking like it actually will go blue because you know what? The Americans are tired of being gaslit by you guys saying America first. Well, you don't give a damn that women are losing healthcare access, and in some extreme cases,
You
losing
gotta
their fucking
stop.
lives.
You gotta stop
No.
throwing that out.
No, it's the truth. It's the truth, Sea Dog. Maybe open up to the fucking truth.
Seriously, you're just dropping F-bombs left and
I
right.
don't
You lose
care.
your crap because this guy brings up a point.
What's his point, Sea Dog?
Hoodlum, what's his point? Or Sea Dog, what's his point?
What's his point?
His point is that you're not just going to codify Roe v. Wade without a major shift
Okay.
in the way that we're represented in the United
Okay.
States.
Perfect. Wow. I'm glad we got that under control.
Okay. And then the other
But
thing
I'll
is,
still criticize everything that's going on right now.
yeah, you may bring up a news story or two, but every single one of those states that have pro-life laws and abortion
Nikki,
bans, they
thank
have
you.
life-saving alternatives in their laws. And just because Texas included a couple of examples doesn't mean that that's what it's limited to. I
Hoodlum,
said including.
Hoodlum, or sorry, I said Hoodlum and I almost said DJ. Sea Dog. Maternal mortality is 60% higher in those states. at least in Texas, and I'm assuming it's probably pretty damn close.
That's a big claim.
Mike,
You're gonna have to show how it's related to
Nikki,
abortion
you guys
laws.
what the hell are y'all doing?
Michael,
What the hell are you goobers doing down here?
They want Hoodlum gone.
Oh, is that what that is?
All right, guys, who wants to do it? Who's gonna
Is
boost
that for
Hoodlum?
little old me?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Leave them up for a bit. I gotta take a call.
No, you can go away too.
Guys, what is...
Michael, you know why I like coming on your lives? You and me both can yell. We can lose our temper at the same time. And it's actually really therapeutic.
What does...
I hate it.
Why is...
And you know, Michael, you know what really... and this is going to make me sound like a liberal snowflake with all my feelings, but this rhetoric and this complete...
No, I didn't realize it was in here. My bad.
Oh,
Hayden?
no worries.
What's going on?
Are you a Trump supporter?
I'm in the middle, but I lean towards Trump as of right now.
Okay. You sound reasonable.
I'm a libertarian.
Okay.
I think so. What are we debating?
By what metric? Like how? Like explain that. Give me your... Like
I
a lot
agree
of
with
people
a lot
say
of
they're
his-
libertarian, and then
No.
yeah, and then I might get 50 different answers.
No, I agree with that, definitely. A lot of people do say that they're libertarian. I mean, I do lean more on the Republican side, but like it's not like I vote both sides. So I mean, it's not like it's just nonstop red or MAGA or whatever the hell that is.
You voted for Trump in this last election, though.
I did actually, because I don't agree with the border with the Biden and Kamala administration, and I know it's going to be the same exact thing. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that like I should be going on the streets and killing U.S. citizens and whatnot, because that's fucked up. Excuse my language, but like it really is. But on the other hand, like I do agree with Trump with a lot of the border stuff like that. Just because, I mean, it during the Biden administration, I mean, we did get like quasi invaded, I would say, and I don't think that's fair for a lot of hardworking Americans that are trying to get jobs when those immigrants work basically for free. A lot of them do, and it's not fair to them either.
How many immigrants do you think came in? This is another one of my favorite questions because we will get wildly different answers, more than the libertarian one. How many do you think came in under Joe Biden? We can't hear you if you're teacupped.
Well, he's getting that.
What happened? You can't hear me when I'm teacupped?
So if you swipe out of the app, like even if you go into someone's profile, if you go like to your text messages or something, we can't
gotcha. Sorry,
you
my
can hear
girlfriend
us, but
texted
we
me.
can't. Yeah. So you can hear us. We can't hear you though.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, won't do that again. I believe it was like 2 million from what I saw, but I
Yeah.
could be wrong with that. I
No,
don't
you're
know.
pretty. No, I'll accept that answer.
Okay.
We usually hear anything from 1 million up to 30 million.
That's a...
I'm serious. I'm not joking.
Okay. Yeah, no, I know. I don't know. Like, as I said, I'm not very informed as of right now, just because like when the election's going on, of course, everybody's like more politically sound and
Of course,
everything. But
of course.
as of right now, I just know about what's going on in Iran. I mean, a little bit of the ICE stuff.
All right.
But
Well,
I know-
you brought up immigration. So let me tell you
Yes.
my stance on immigration.
Mhm.
Crystal clear.
Okay.
I believe we need a strong border. I support whatever
agree with that.
whatever measure it takes to make an extremely strong border.
I agree 100%.
I think we need to reform our system so that it doesn't take 10 years to go through the process. It's very difficult. It's very expensive to get that done.
Yes.
To go through it. I think we need a strong border. However,
Yeah.
Reagan, come here. Want to say hi? No? Does the chat want to see? 1 second. Ready? Look. 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 Ready? Reagan alert. Do it. Do it.
Michael, she just came for the candy.
Yeah, it's gone. bye-bye. Say bye-bye. So I think we need to have a very strong border.
I agree with that.
Strong border and reformed policy. Okay, so we don't need to wait. So it doesn't take forever to go through the process.
No, yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, but I don't think we need to be inhumane to the people that are in this country. And we're doing things that I would consider inhumane. We're doing things like moving people to faraway states in detention camps, even if they shouldn't be there, even if they're here with proper documentations. I think it's inhumane to do third country deportations, meaning that they may be an immigrant from Venezuela, but we're going to deport them to El Salvador because El Salvador will take them. I think that's inhumane. I don't think we need to deport people that are in this country working, not committing crimes. If people are in here committing crimes and they're not supposed to be here, I'll help you. Sign me up. We'll get rid of them. But I don't think we need to be deporting people that have potentially been here for 5, 10, 20, 50 years that are just doing nothing wrong, that just might be your neighbor, might be your coworker, and just contributing to society. I don't think we need to deport those people. These are people that own houses, they own businesses. They're realistically, they're less likely to commit a crime than me and you.
No, I agree, because
Per
I've got
capita-
friends.
Yeah, per capita, they commit less crime. And why? Because they don't want to get deported. They don't want any interaction with law enforcement. They drive the speed limit. Listen, I lived in a community in Virginia, wildly Hispanic. Wildly.
Yes.
I mean, I was the minority in that community. and there was no problems there. These are good.
I agree with that.
These are good people. I don't think we need to be deporting these people.
I agree,
No,
Michael.
So I want to give amnesty to anyone here in this country that is a good person. Now we can define that metric down the road. We can, iron out what crimes get you deported. Like I don't think jaywalking should get you deported. I don't think rolling a stop sign should get you deported. Whether you want to go extreme, maybe petty theft gets you deported. I don't know. We can negotiate that in Congress. But,
Agreed.
violent crimes, 100% get out.
Oh,
Assaults,
yeah,
get out.
100%.
Bye. I'll help you. We'll use a crane. We'll just drop you on the other side of the border. I'm okay with that.
We can enforce immigration law without being cruel.
I agree.
So tell me, do you disagree with anything I just said there?
I'm trying to think here. I disagree a little bit with the wait times and stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it is a while, but at the same time, I think that it shouldn't take as long as it does now.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think it's viable for immigrants to know how to speak English and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because
that's not a thing at all. That's not even a thing now.
It's not a requirement.
Am I lagging?
I work a little bit. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. It's only my
Okay.
video.
Oh, gotcha. What I do right now, I work with a lot of Hispanic